Hello. This thing welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. You're tuned into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Because of recent audio issues we've experienced on these live streams, I have to make sure that from now on I'm kind of starting off these live stream episodes with audio check, or at least monitoring my live streams on a different device to make sure that my audio is coming through, because I don't know what's been the situation with that with my with my microphone, and it's different little things that's been happening there. I want to welcome everyone to the channel. Thank you for tuning in and checking me out. You're tuning to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming Live on Twitch, and tonight we're playing Farming Simulator 25, and we're on the Riverbend Springs map. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. And without much further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Where we left off on the last episode, we were working on getting our fields set up. We got our grass planted. We have moved into the month of March. We have grass on all of our main 3 fields: field 2, field 3, field 4, and field 5. Off camera, I was kind of looking at where I want to go once we do start doing some other activities on the farm, because remember, my overall goal was to hit $1 million. Once we hit $1 million, then it's like green light on everything we want to do going forward. Just bouncing around some other ideas. I know my game plan for right now. Obviously, we're raising cows right now, just breeding cows right now, but eventually we want to breed our cows, put an actual cow barn on the map so that we can produce milk, manure, slurry, so on and so forth. This cow barn that we have now, this cow setup that we have now, is just exclusively for breeding cows. As you can see, we're up to how many cows do we have here now? We have 6 cows on here on location now. We got 3 adults and 3 young calves. But that's just our primary setup. And once we green light on everything else, my plan is to put let's go back here to the big map. In this area, to start off with cows, chickens, and sheep. I know we now have goats in the game as well. I don't, since goats are a new animal, we will do goats at some point. I just don't think we'll do it on this farm. I kind of want to start out at first with some of the things I know. So we'll do chickens in this area. We'll do chickens, cows, and goats. I'm not going to mess with pigs just yet. I'm going to wait on them, because there's a lot of work involved in making sure that we have everything that we need to produce feed for pigs. And there's not a mod out yet for pig feed, and I'd rather do it that way, because if I have to do all that manually, that's a lot of heavy lifting, and I don't want to get into that just yet. And as I indicated in my other live stream episode, in my previous live stream episode, but because of the audio issues, I don't know if it came through. I was also trying to wait during the holidays for a certain set of modded buildings to come out by ICUS modding. In particular, I was waiting on this mod called the American Midwest Shop. I know based on this Facebook page that it's in testing, and I was hoping it might get released before Christmas, or at least right after Christmas. 3 of his mods did get released before Christmas. And those mods are his 3-star garage, his wide garage, and his old wooden barn. And I'm at this point, I don't know what the timetable is for the Midwest Shop to be released. I know it's not going to coincide with what's happening with my live stream right now, and that's unfortunate because I really want that building on this farm. Uh, but I don't want to hold up the series while I'm waiting on an unknown time frame for it to be released by Giants onto the mod hub. It could be next week, it could be the week after, it could be anytime. So that's the thing about the mods. Just because a mod is in testing, there's still no guarantee that the mod will be released in any realistic time frame. You know, and Giants no longer releases any information about what mods are in testing. The only reason that I kind of know that this mod has been in testing is because I follow it's because I follow this modder Ikeus Modding's a hot. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but I'm going to say it's Ikeus Modding. But I follow Ikeus Modding's Facebook page, and he has indicated on there. He also has a Patreon, but you can get all the information from going to his Facebook page. But definitely, Icus is a great modder. If you want to support him, go to his Facebook page, and there's information about going. He has a Patreon page and a few other different sites. If you play on PC, obviously you have more options with how you can access his content. You won't have some of the limitations that I'm facing right now concerning this particular mod, and you can go download and play with it now, and as well as some of his other mods, because he's also still working on mods for FS22. If you're still playing FS22, you can get these his FS22 version of these buildings. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. But all that being said, you're watching me sit here ramble on and looking at the same screen. Let's get into it. And again, first of all, total sincere apologies about uh, the mixed episode that we had on Wednesday due to the audio issues, and it was basically 1 hour silent and 1 hour live. But again, I apologize. It is what it is. But I'll try to do better going forward. Just like I said, a lot of this is still. I know I've been doing this for a little while now, but it's still kind of a learning process, and I'm still growing, still learning, and definitely just hang in there, work with me. Uh, I'm definitely going to get better as I continue to do this. Um, let's see where we're at now. I wanted to take a peek at the contracts to see what we got going on here. There's nothing of interest. You got this wood transport, but I'm like I've talked about before. I also don't want to turn this into completely a contract simulator series. So let's see what we want to do next. Our grass is planted down. It's already growing. We're in early growth stages. Um, other thing I did do off camera is I kind of had to do some testing because I wanted to be more accurate and truthful when I talked about what's changed between some of the crops and how they grew in FS22 versus FS25. And there's been a big change in grass. You used to be able to in 22 be able to harvest grass in March, May, July, and September. And then in November you could roll, and when you roll back around in March, when after winter, you just rotate that cycle and pick back up in March. With you'll be able to harvest your grass immediately in March if you rolled in November. Uh, but that has changed. It looks like the cycle is now uh, you uh, you plant your grass in May. You plant your grass in March. Excuse me. You plant your grass in March, and your first harvest will be in May. Um, I still got to figure out what the cycle is to make sure that my grass is in its earliest growth stage in March, so that it'll be ready for the first harvest in May. And I don't know if that means that we have to plant every year in March and then let the grass regrow throughout the year, but we always have to plant uh, um, in March. But the grass needs to be the first early growth stage, like how it is now in March. So whether so we'll have to play that by ear. I don't know, because there may be some scenarios where I can roll and get the grass in this state, but it needs to be in the state that it's in now. Uh, then your harvest months throughout the year will be May, July, September, and November. So if you don't wait for grass to grow to the second growth state, then you'll get 4 harvests throughout the year. There is you get a little bit more grass in your harvest if you wait to the second growth cycle, but overall throughout the year you're going to get more grass than the bonus you would get by waiting for the bonus growth state, because you'll be able to harvest more times in the year if you harvest your grass immediately. So you get more grass overall by harvesting as many times as you can during the year versus waiting to the second growth state and getting that bonus, which is not that big at all. And other YouTubers have tested that. You can watch videos on that on YouTube. Just do a search for grass and FS25, and you can find all sorts of information on that. All right. So now that we got that covered, let's go on. I don't think we're going to do any contract stuff, right? Well, let me look at that screen again. What else did we have? We had a deadwood, and definitely not doing deadwood. We have a sowing, but we have 2 sowing contracts. Those are pretty quick and easy. So I might do both of those. Let's see. And we have stone picking. That's 1826. Okay. Hold on. All right, so we have a weeding. We have a wood transport. Some of these are quick and easy money, so we'll definitely do the weeding, because I could just kind of set that one on autopilot. So before we jump to the next day, we're gonna do a couple of things to get a little bit of easy money. So let's go. Go ahead and fire this guy up. And the other thing I like about doing contracts, at least for a little bit, is you get a chance to use some of the different equipment in the game. It's kind of see how it works a little bit here and there. So that's one cool thing about working contracts. So that's on field 14. Let's see. Set destination field 14. Let's go there. All right. And just kind of keep an eye on that one. Let's see, what else do we have? And we have 2 sewing contracts. One's 2203. That's the biggest one on the board outside of the wood transport. So we'll do that one. And that's potatoes. Let's go to the shop here. All right, turn the tractor on. All right, so sowing. Potatoes. All right. And we need to get some seeds, I believe. Let's see, seeds. Category of seeds. Let's get a pallet of seeds. One pallet first. I don't know if we'll need more than one pallet. Yeah. Potatoes can be a little bit finicky. Yeah, well, we're gonna roll the dice that we'll only need one. Let's see, and the seed, the sowing contract is on farmland 79. I guess I should have looked at the size of the field to kind of gauge. I might need more as well. 79 doesn't look too bad, so I think we can do it without having to make another run. Let's see, create job, field work, go to field work. So I'm going to send this to set destination to field 79. It'll go there. And while we're waiting on that guy to arrive, the other guy may have already reached his destination. And it'll be right on point. Put him in position and hire a AI worker. Let him work on that job. Our potato guy's on the way. So we can get one more contract. The mowing contract is $13.57, reduced by $5.19. That's easy peasy though. We'll run that one first. And that's on field farmland 35. So we'll send that one to 35, set destination field 35. All right. And this one's right inside of the junction. I want to see if we send him here, if he gives me any trouble trying to drive it. All right. So he didn't. So that's a good thing. All right, so we got a potato planter on field 79. So let's get them turned around and hire AI worker. All right, he's going to start planting potatoes. The sheaves. We got a lady worker doing that one. Got a lady worker that's doing the mowing too. In fact, the only dude we got today is this guy. Since we don't know him on a first name basis, we'll just call this guy Brett. And Brett's doing our weeding contract, and Susie and Sarah are working on our mowing and sowing contract. All right, and while they're doing that, let's see if there's anything else I can do to stay occupied while waiting for them to finish whatever it is they got going on. Let's see. We'll hop over to the main farm. Yeah. And if you're wondering why the soccer ball is here, it's because the tree that was here that was removed from the farm while I was working on. I see I have a stump here. I think we have some things to work on, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. We need a stump grinder. So we want to go to our forestry section, and we are looking for stump cutters, and we have this Prinoth SF 900 stump grinder, and we're going to borrow that, lease that, $13.77, because we have a stump we need to get rid of on the main farm. All right, so let's go get it. You've seen me drive to the shop before, so we're going to kind of do our little shortcut here, and we're going to save a little time. In the interest of time, we're going to just do our little shop teleport thing that you've seen me do before. So let's, okay, if I can, reset. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to hop to that vehicle, boom, fire our engine up, and drive back to the main farm. And let's go take care of our pesky little stump there. And then we're going to also go ahead and get rid of that pallet of liquid fertilizer too that's kind of been hanging out at the shop. I was saving that for a fertilizing contract, but none of the fertilizing contracts ever utilize liquid fertilizer, so I'll probably just go ahead and see if I can figure out a way to get rid of it. But I probably know, I think the only way I can get rid of it now, because there's no sale point for liquid fertilizer on this map, is I can take a loss by leasing a vehicle that takes liquid fertilizer and then returning that leased vehicle, filling that vehicle up with liquid fertilizer, then returning that vehicle to the shop. But I'll lose money on that. But just to get it out of the way, because it's kind of in a way, that's what I might do, because I don't really utilize liquid fertilizer right now. So, all right, so we're on the main farm, and there's another stump right there that I also missed. Let me see if we can get this one as well. All right, so let's turn on stump grinder, and we'll lower it. Boom, that one's gone. That was quick. Not sure it's completely gone. All right, yeah. Let's go get the other stuff that I saw. And these are all from trees that I cleaned up in the forestry work that I did for the most part off camera. And I left the soccer ball there to kind of mark where that tree was at, where that stump was at. Let's see if we can take this one out. Alright, let's go with the grinder. Find the right controls. Alright, this one seems to want to be a little more pesky. Gotcha. Alright. And that stump has been eliminated. Well, that was some quick work there. And let's pick up our ball, soccer ball. And we're going to place it in here in this little boat shop that I can't delete. This little tugboat shop. The Giants placed on this map for as a decoration that we can't delete. I hope that changes in future game update as well as this building here. I don't know why they have these buildings here on the default main farm that you can't do anything with. Same for this farmhouse, the main farmhouse, you can't delete the main farmhouse here. And we can't do anything with Grandpa Walter either. So I don't know how, I think in the code how all of that is connected, but there is a bunch of stuff here that we cannot, there are things that we can delete, but there are also things here that we cannot delete. Because I also came over in this area, I was trying to do my forestry work and try to clear out some of the trees and junk in this area, and I ran into some problems here. And while we have the stump grinder, we're going to attack some of those things again real quick to see if such is still the case. Alright, so let's take our stump grinder over in that area. And this is the little area behind the beehive and the little shed and solar panel here. And I ran into problems trying to delete some of this foliage that's down in this area over here. Let's see if that's still the case. I did cut down a few trees and limbs, but I wasn't able to get rid of a lot of stuff here. Let's see if that's still the case. Trees, nothing's they're moving around, but nothing's happening. Let's see if I get here. Hop out for a second. Let's see something here. If I drop it down now, we're getting action. All right, we got something. For a second we had something. We're going to get that stump over there in the background. Oops. See, back it up, line it up, and lower stump cutter. Nothing yet. That one's not moving. Yeah, and I was running into some similar issues when I tried to run the forestry motor over here. And so I just kind of made a business decision, at least for the time being, to kind of leave some of this stuff alone until see if Giants releases another update to the game or something, so that we can kind of address some of the stuff over here. But it's just might be one of those areas of the map that's kind of untouchable. It's for right now. Which is unfortunate, because if you own the property, you ought to be able to do pretty much whatever you want with the property. Let's see here. Let's check one more thing here. Still have a chainsaw, and I cut this tree here. Select the crouch. Why? Okay, I can cut it if I get my crouch low enough. And it's just gonna making sure I have the right angle. Alright, Y. On Xbox, Y is the crouch button. Alright, so I can cut this one into pieces, so we'll come back to that. So there are some trees over here I can cut, so we can at least do that. There are trees I cannot cut, it appears. Let's see, can we cut this one? Doesn't appear to be the case with that one. This one. Okay, that one's cuttable. What else do we have here? This tree is, that one's cuttable. So I can get some lumber out of here. this area, but still a lot of restricted spaces here. I can't do anything with that stump for now. We can cut this tree. You know, we can do much with that one. This tree is cuttable. What about this one? That one's cuttable. This big boy here. Let me get this one. Yeah. All right. And I don't know what I guess I'll just leave this for now. If I can't get in there and do anything in the area that much, if I can't build in this area, place anything in this area, then I probably, there's no need to get rid of that solar panel, especially if it's generating income for that particular shed, even though I can't use it for anything. I can come in here and cut some of these trees out. And this one, oh yeah, yeah. We can come in here and remove some of the brush, so we'll probably at least do a little bit of that. And I can get some of the wood from some of the trees in here. I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see, what about this one? Cut that one. Cut this one. Oh yeah, okay. So I get as much wood out of here as I can. One of the other things I think we will also do here once we go live on a lot of this stuff is I'm gonna work on, these are the available productions on the map right now outside of anything that we have not placed down in addition, but this is what's available base game on the map. We have a bakery, we have a biogas plant, we got the canning factory, carpentry, we have cement factory, we have a cooper, which cooper is basically a barrel maker. Well, barrels and buckets and bathtubs. We have a grain mill. We have an oil mill, paper factory. We have a playground maker hall, I guess, that makes a toy tractor. We have a rope maker, and we have a sawmill. We have a spinnery, tailor shop, and a wagon built. We have two major capital projects that are on the map that I'm aware of. We have the old grain mill project, with the grain elevator museum project, and then over in this area we have and right next door to the toy tractor builder, we have the playground project, and I'm probably going to go ahead and put a sawmill down, and we're going to work on those projects as well. We're going to produce our own lumber and our own planks and stuff like that. We're not going to, because we can buy our lumber from the where is it at? From this place right here, the warehouse, but the prices are very high. We're going to produce our own lumber and do our own forestry, so to speak. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. We're going to do it in a way that's not partly cheaty a little bit, but not entirely, because we're basically going to buy our own trees and plant our own trees and plant our own little forestry area on our main farm, and then we're going to cut those trees and use those trees to produce our whatever wood we need for whatever projects we're working on. But again, these are all things we're going to get into in coming episodes. Right now, let's get our little tractor and stump cutter out of here, because I think we reached the limit of what we can cut with this stump cutter right now. Can we grab that branch and haul that up out of here? Can we cut it? Alright. I don't know why I can't cycle to my chainsaw right now. Alright. Well, we'll come back to that in just a second. Alright. Weeding contract is done. Ooh, and I totally forgot. And looks like we lost the gamble on our potato guy. Yeah, and that's what I was afraid of. But I didn't want to overshot for the potatoes, so That's going to take a little longer for us, unfortunately. So we got to send her back to the shop to. Let me see something here. I wonder if I can send her active workers, the vehicle. I wonder if I can send her create job, field work, go to. No, we can only do a go to because I don't own the equipment. So set destination. We're going to have to send her to the shop to pick up some more seeds. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Our mowing contract person could have been had them working on the mowing contract. I just was talking and was not paying attention. I forgot that I had her out there driving to the destination, and I already had them working on the mowing job, but no biggie. All right, so just make sure we don't have anybody out there sitting idle that can be doing something. Let's go back to our contracts. So we got 2 active now. Got another nice little sewing contract. Our items. In fact, this time we're going to go ahead and order 2 pallets of seed. Because we got our other driver coming back into the shop area to pick up seeds so they can finish potato planting. So let's go back to our seeds. Where's the seeds at? Consumables. We'll just do it from here. Solid fertilizer. All right, where's the tab with the seeds? Okay, what tab does seeds fall under? Still got to learn some of these menu game. Okay, seeding. Duh. Do we want to go all the way out with 3? Yeah, because I don't. Hopefully, I won't have any left over because that's what I'm trying to prevent happening. Put 1 pallet of seeds here and 1 pallet of seeds here, and let's see how they fill up, and then depending on what's left over between the 2 seeders, we'll see how we want to split the pack, because I kind of want to make sure the potato one is filled to capacities. In fact, thinking about it, the right way to do this would be, let's grab this one. I should have did this initially, but I forgot how much more seeds potatoes require. In fact, the seeder took the whole pallet, so it took 2 whole pallets. Fill this one up. Okay, and we still have leftover seed from here. And if we can, let's pick that up, and then that'll go and the potato guys seeder, then we'll drop it on in there. And it will. Every little bit helps. So let's send potato guy on to his destination, set destination. So he goes back to 79. In fact, let me see if I could tell him to create a job with him now. Create job. And if I say do field work here, yeah, okay, no. So that won't work. All right, no worries. So we're just going to send him. So I got to understand how that command works. I'm not entirely sure how that command works. I got to test some of that off camera. All right, so that guy work that contract, and then our other contract is on farmland 44, and that's grass. So his destination will be 44. So that's right here. So he can just kind of drive right to that spot. Or she. And we're going to call her Tracy. Tracy's going to drive to our little grass spot and do our grass planting. Looks like this worker here ran into some kind of random issue. That's, I don't know what happened with her. So let's see if we can tell her to keep going to. All right, so we're going to hire our AI worker on this field, finish doing the potato planting. This is field 79. Our grass mowing contract is complete. So now we got two. Well, so now, oh no, we have a $6,000 weeding contract that just popped up. Gotta take that. So I guess we are doing at least a partial episode of Contract Simulator. All right. That's a $7,000 contract. That's kind of too easy and too good to pass up there. That's on Farmland 87. All right, set destination. Where's 87? Make sure we have this set to the proper correct crop. I think that one was grass. Yeah, potatoes. And the others grass. Let's see, grass. Hire a worker. Let her go ahead and finish that job. I don't know why that message is popping up there. On this field. Alright, something's wrong. What is the issue? Nope, still getting it. I don't know why that's happening. This grass contract, grass is being planted, so I don't know why that error is taking place. As long as I get proper credit for the contract, I'm not going to sweat it too much, but there's some kind of bug going on there because I'm using a contract vehicle for contract work. Alright, turn off stump grinder. We no longer need the stump grinder, so we can return the stump grinder to the shop. So let's go ahead and do that. I can find it in this menu. Where is it? Ah, the return. No longer needed. And since we have the HSW 80 log trailer leased, then where's that guy? Let's go ahead and do this nice lucrative weeding contract first. Alright, you over here. Oh, he's still driving to the location. I was like, what's going on? So he's not done yet. He's almost at the location. And I think we'll skip the wood transport and stone picking ones and just move on to the next thing because we got some other stuff to do in one later. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do on the main farm now that I'm thinking about it. I think we're at what I'm going to do once we get money. We're going to use all of the ICAS modding buildings that are out right now on the mod hub. We're just going to place what we have, and once the other building comes out, the Midwest Garage, I may come back and make some changes to the main farm after that building drops. But right now, we're going to use what's currently available and just kind of work with what we have. Because I don't want to hold up this series just to wait on one building to get released in the mod. Alright. So that guy, that worker's happy. This worker's happy. I'm no longer getting that strange error message I was receiving earlier. Up there, never mind. There it is again. I stand corrected. So all ladies first tonight, man. All of the workers that we're getting on contract are all ladies for the most part, so we're going to call this one Brenda. And Brenda's got the big money contract for tonight. And this lady kind of looks like a Latin lady, so she actually should probably have a Latin kind of sounding kind of name. Actually, as it looks, I might still not have enough seeds to complete this one. Potatoes is a very seed intensive. Planting potatoes is a very seed intensive process. So still gonna take some time. I guess while we're waiting on that, we can take a moment to go feed our cows. Let's grab our TMR mixer. Alright, drop off some total mixed ration. I guess we can go ahead and make sure the cows have the water that they need as well. So let's grab our water tanker and we'll drop a little water off for them as well. This tanker holds 7,000 liters of water. Oops. Bad driver. Crash counter +1. Okay, dump water. That was pretty quick. But they didn't need much in the way of water. They went refill the water tank. And park it back under the shed. Done with that. Take a peek at our workers to see how they're doing. Still don't understand why this message keeps coming up. Are we planting the wrong crop? I thought it said grass, didn't it? It says grass, and we're getting credit for our progress, so I don't know why this message keeps popping up. It's the strangest thing. this point, we're kind of in a holding pattern until all of these contracts are completed. So we're just going to kind of jump around and watch our workers do their thing for a little bit here. And I'm going to might kind of go into quiet mode a little bit while we watch our workers work. And it would have this error message popping up on the black lady. What's up with that? And this is her from her in-cab view. And I don't like to play from the in-cab view that much. It's probably the most realistic way to play, but it limits what you can see. And when I'm doing these live streams especially, I want you to be able to see everything that's going on, and you get a better view of everything from outside the cab versus inside the cab. Whereas this is, if you were playing ultra realistic, then this definitely you would be doing everything from inside the cab. As you can see, most of the controls, monitors, everything in the cab is perfectly rendered. It looks great. Pop back over to this grass contract because it's almost done, and I'm curious to see what happens when that point comes up. Because that's 44, it's at 91%, so I'm just going to sit and watch and see what happens here. It's a nice little tractor there too. Bent 516 Vario. Approaching 96%, so let's see what happens. 7. So again, I don't know why that error is coming up, but the contracts seem to have completed correctly. Looks like we wrapped that one up just in time because it's starting to rain. Oh, but the potato guy still has quite a ways to go, and they ran out of seed again. That's nuts. All right. Well, we're free to pick up another contract if we choose to do so right now. Since we have the time, and a nice little cultivating contract that popped up. That's easy money. All it takes is the time to have your workers go out there and do it, and we're going to do just that. Since it's clear that the potato planting contract is going to still be going on for a bit here. I'll probably finish this contract before the potato harvest gets fully completed. What field is this one on? 21. Say destination, field 41. And just to be safe, let's do one more. We're going to spend more in season. This contract was worth that. The potato one was not a winner. It's not going to help the balance sheet much at all. All right, we just had the contract finished. Let's see which one. The weeding contract is done. And that's 61.77. Collect. So our balance sheet is up to $786,083. Okay. And I sent our guy to the wrong spot, didn't I? We did. That we did. We need to send him here. All right, Taylor man, go do your thing. I have no idea where this guy's going, but he's going to a perfect spot for him. Or her, I should say. And this lady is appears to be an Asian lady. If we're going to give her a name, we shall give her the name Yoshi. All right, and so potato guy might just make it this time. Let's see. What is he looking like? Let's see. I don't know. It might still be a bit of a push. She's still got some area to cover. Potato planting took a lot of seed, but I didn't think it was that much. All right, they just might make it. It should do all right. We got plenty of more than enough seed for that one. Okay, so he got it done. I'm gonna collect on that one. So the only guy we have active is the sewing contract on 41. And I don't think we're gonna mess with the stone picking or the wood transport because we got other stuff we can do to make more money. We're just gonna run these this last contract, and once we're done with this one, we're gonna go ahead and rock and roll and move on to some other things. And we're gonna pick up pace on getting things moving on the farm now. While we're waiting on this guy to finish, let's look at our prices screen one more time. And okay. All right, since we're silage farming right now, okay, our sale date is the month of sale silage is going to be in May. We're in March right now, so we just want to be mindful of that. And make sure we um, sell our silage bales in May. little bit of weight before we can sow. I just want to make sure we keep that month in mind and don't forget. While we're waiting on this guy to finish, let's go ahead and walk the sunflower maze here. It's really nice when we started this series, but as you can see now, everything here is a bit withered, and it doesn't sunflowers don't automatically grow back, so that's a bad thing. This is another thing Giants probably needs to fix. At least, because this is a great looking field, but since sunflowers don't go back, that's not. It's kind of unfortunate that this field doesn't look this good all the time. Doesn't look good all the time because it looks at its best when the sunflowers are alive and they're blooming and they have flowers. It's really cool looking, but you only get that at the beginning of the I guess the beginning of the time that you start playing on this map. Once time is advanced to a certain point, you no longer get to have that view, if you will. That's a little tugboat. There's a little making memories at Sunset Sunflower Farm. Except you don't have any sunflowers, so that could be a cool photo opportunity if you had the sunflowers. Saying here, this is all pretty cool. And just have to walk the maze because it is a maze, I tell you that. Let's see. Let's swing here. What is this? This is a water tank. And that's a little photo spot. If you want to get to the tugboat, you go this way, I think. Yep. Oh, no, that's back to the photo shop. Yeah, you can easily get lost in this maze now. Don't Don't sleep on that, for sure. I'm gonna kind of cheat through right here because I see something of interest that I saw it before. Yeah, there's a ball down here in this area. Flowers. Oh, this is a neat little setup here. Again, it looks much nicer when the sunflowers are bloomed. There's a scarecrow, there's a wagon. A lot of interesting things just in this area alone. They have multiple entrances to the maze. Cultivating guy is only 58%. I didn't know this one was going to be that slow. Figure out what he's doing now, driving in circles. He's getting lined up. Alrighty, well, it's 19:13, so it's getting a little late in the evening. I'm still trying to hold out and wait on this last fella to finish this contract. And then we're going to move on to another day. So I guess we're going to have at least one last episode of Contract Simulator tonight. So we pick back up on the next episode. It's going to be full steam ahead. Because we still got another 200,000 to go before we reach the million mark. But we're about to do some things that are going to speed the money-making process up here rather quickly. Like I said, looking at the calendar here, we got silage to sell, and that's going to come up here in a couple of months. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . and I may just jump through those months right away so we can kind of speed up, um, some of the things we have happening on this series. Let's go back to the main farm because one of the other things I'm looking at doing here, I was looking at factories, and I think one of the other things I'm going to place down here on the main farm is you have regular size production facilities, and you also have smaller mini size production facilities. And I think what I will also place down, because like I said, we're going to be working on some of the projects on the map. So we're going to place a small mini sawmill. Where is it at? I saw one, not the big one. Distributor, grain mill, sawmill, not the big. Is that the mini one? No, that's not. Grain mill, grain mill, modernized flour mill, flour crusher, sugar mill. That one. This is a little smaller sawmill, and it's only 36 grand to put this one down, and that's we probably place it right in this area here, right close to our farm entrance. And that produces pallets, planks, and wood beam, and that's what we'll need for some of the upcoming projects that we're going to be doing. This will also be the area where we're going to start placing our tree farm, so to speak. So it's 36,000. I think we also have a mini meat processing unit, oil mill, right, dairy. Yeah, it's a small dairy, and we'll place one of those as well. We're going to start off with our dairy operation small. We'll place one of these on our farm as well, and we'll place that one probably right near our cow barns. It'll probably end up being in this area, but we'll figure all that out. And we'll probably start doing most of these things on Wednesday's episode. But we have to kind of see how those different things play out. So we're very close to ramping up production on the farm. If this guy hurry up and finish his contract, we'll go ahead and get certain things moving along right away. In fact, what I'm going to go ahead and do, let's go ahead and eliminate this, move this work out of the way, and let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, control. Let's do the system. Oops, did that backwards. Alright, shall we try that again, shall we? Okay, I'm not as good of a driver as the contract worker. But I struggle with straight lines, as you guys can see. Alright, almost there. 98, 99. Gotcha. Completed. Alright, so let's hop back over to the main farm. Balance is now up to $792,000. So our account's growing, but not fast enough. But we're going to go ahead and sleep now. We've done our thing today. So let's go ahead and say good night to Grandpa Walter, and we're going to sleep 8 hours. All right, and we're now in the month of April. And if we go to our crop growth screen, we can see grass is in the late growth stage. So grass will again be ready to harvest in May, and we're in the month of April now. Cows don't really need immediate attention, so we're going to leave them be. We'll take a peek at the contracts. New contracts just popping in. Nothing major. We're trying to get this this thing moving, so we're just going to jump right in to our next day 2 in April, and right until May, because we got a lot of stuff going on that we could knock out in May. We're going to jump right into it right now. It's day 2 in April. A $9,000 weeding contract. That's nice. That's not our objective right now. Let's go. We're going to jump right into May. So we're going to sleep one more day. So we just jumped from contract simulator to sleep simulator. But it'll all make more sense momentarily. Boom. Now we're ready to rock. Our grass fields are ready to harvest. Like I also said, we know we're going to be doing chickens soon, so we want to watch our crop calendar, because we want to get Barley is the best crop for um, our chickens for producing chicken feed. I think my plan is gonna be right now. We're gonna use field 2 is gonna be a barley field. Field 3, 4, and 5. I think I'm gonna continue to produce grass silage for the time being in those fields. But I'm thinking about maybe merging fields 3, 4, and 5. In fact, that could be our winter project when November rolls around, and that way when we um, roll back around to March of the next season, um, we can plant these fields again, and then kind of start the whole cycle again from there. Um, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll merge 3, 4, and 5 eventually, and probably on the next season. We're going to plant barley on 2, and for 2, we need to be mindful of the crop calendar because barley, we won't be able to plant barley until September. So we just have to keep that month in mind going forward to make sure we don't miss that window. And that's going to be a grain crop, and that will give us straw for our animals as well as barley as chicken feed. All right, so next up, first thing we want to work on, let's go ahead and lease, because I said I want to demonstrate real quickly because we're going to be using this trailer for a number of different things right now because we're definitely, and I forgot to be checking that we need to every day. We should have been checking the shop for used vehicles on sale. I'll keep forgetting about that. All right, this is a nice price on this mini baler here. Um, I'm very tempted to grab this guy because oh, 22,000. And it produces 120 centimeter square bills. If we go down to our balers, square bills in this game come in 120, 180, 240. But we can only wrap right now, at least the biggest bills that we can wrap, if we're talking square bills, are 220s. No, don't need to pull the trigger on that yet. All right, but the thing we wanted to do, actually, I was on the right screen. We're going to go into the shop, and we actually were not only on the right screen, but we're in the right section of the screen as well. We're going to lease the Punge SPX 816 auto load bale trailer. Make sure we have auto load turned on. I don't know the folding mechanism. I don't think it makes any difference, but we'll do standard. And tire brand, Stein. We'll just use the default for now. Let's lease for 905. And we're getting close to the end of the night's episode, unfortunately, and we got a ton of stuff coming up. We're gonna be ready to do. We got mowing, baling, so much more to do. All right, so we're gonna do our little tractor teleport trick. Set to the shop. And just for demonstration purposes, we're gonna go ahead and sell some silage bills, so we can get an example of the money we're about to make here. There's two objectives we are going to obtain right now. We're going to create more silage bills as we mow fields 3, 4, and 5. Well, actually 2, 3, 4, and 5, because we're mowing and baling everything and wrapping the bales for silage, and we're doing that on every grass field right now. So as soon as we make our silage bale sales, we're going to be wrapping and making more silage bales to replace. So our next destination is our main farm. And everything we've been doing will all make more sense momentarily. Because we're about to start making a lot more money very quickly than just grinding through contracts right now. All right. We've arrived at the main farm. We're going to go to our bale storage, and we're going to pull out some silage bales. So let's go here. Let's see what we got in there. We got 151 square bales, 6,000 liter silage bales. We got 18 round silage bales. But just for the demonstration purposes, we're going to start with the largest 6,000 liter ones first. But we'll do if we have time, we'll do a load of the round ones as well. But let's go to the bale salad, 6,000 liters. Let's do 25 of the 151. Pull those out. And loader. All right, we got one loader. Our trailer is maxed out, so we can't. So we'll just put that one back in there. So it filled to capacity. Set the trailer to transporting position. Let's go to our prices screen and go to silage, commodity silage, and flip over to our sale locations, and we see which places are giving us the best price. The farmers market is offering $2.23, so let's tag that location. And that's where we're headed, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So farmers market is here. So let's go make this sale. Let's see what kind of profit we're looking at here. So set destination, farmers market. And now would be a great time for a screenshot. So let's go ahead and do that. Zoom in. And Okay, I think I just accidentally killed our worker. Or fired our worker, I should say. Not didn't kill him, I just fired him. 'Cause I pressed the wrong button there. Alright, so Brenda's back. And Brenda is going to take this load of bills to the farmer's market. That red indicator on the screen that shows you how many meters we have to our target destination. That's a nice touch. I just noticed that the clock in the tractor shows the actual time that's in the game. So I wonder if the radio station also shows what radio stations you're tuned in. Let's turn on the radio. Canning factory there to our left. Yes, I think it is. Looks like it is. Yeah. I know that wasn't the canning factory, was it? That was the grain mill, actually. And we're coming up on the paper factory to my left. And that's the paper factory right there. And looks like we're taking a shortcut through this area. Sometimes the workers get stuck in this area on the bridge. Alright. And traffic being traffic pulled out to where we can't make the turn. So we're going to have to turn traffic off temporarily because traffic is dumb. Pulled out too far and which didn't allow my worker to be able to make that turn. So now we're turning back on until they do something dumb again. And we might have to turn them back off. Now that being said, again, I think I've talked about it before. Rapid is greatly improved from Farming Simulator 22, but being where our starting point was, that's not saying a whole lot. But it is definitely improved. It doesn't look like we're going to make it tonight, and that's unfortunate because I wanted to cover this in some detail before we jumped off the live tonight, but we're running out of time very quickly here. You've been tuning into another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch with my Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 25, and we're on the base game for Farming Simulator 25, and that's the RIVERBEND Springs map. I want to thank you for tuning in and check me out. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of your major social media platforms, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Episodes of my Twitch live stream series are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety. But wherever you're running across my content, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. The only way I can get better is with your feedback, and your patronage is appreciated. I want to thank you for tuning in and checking me out tonight, and I hope you will come back and tune in and check me out for future episodes of this series. I'm gonna run a little bit of overtime tonight, just another minute or two, because I wanted to show you guys this real quick. But we have our silage bills. This is the sale point for these silage bills allegedly. Let's get over here. And we have, that's incorrect, it's saying round bills, but we actually have square bills. We have 24 square silage bills, so we want to go ahead and unload bills. Back it up right here and do unload bills here. Okay, they're not being sold. What gives? Oh, duh. Okay, I made a rookie mistake. All right. Let's reset our trailer, operating position. Transporting position. Bale cell point is on the other side of the building. All right, rinse and repeat. So do unload bills. Unload bills here. Boom. $33,894 for sold bills. So we'll make that every time we sell our bills, and as you see, that's a nice little bonus to our bank balance. We're going to hit our total here rather quickly, and we have quite a few bills to sell, but pick up from here on the next episode of the series. In fact, I may work on some of the mowing and baling off camera. I hadn't quite decided yet, but that's where we're at. I want to thank you for tuning in. But either way, whatever I decide to do, I'll keep you guys posted when we get back on live. And I want to thank you for tuning in and checking me out. You've been tuned in to another episode of Jose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.